Hello, guys, and today we are going to be talking about God of War, the new God of War for PlayStation 4, and it's an upcoming third-person action-adventure video game in development by the same developers, which is Santa Monica Studio, and it's to be published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, as we know, for the PlayStation 4 console, and it will be the 8th installment in the God of War series, 8th chronologically, of course, and the sequel to 2010's God of War 3. The game will be a soft reboot, though, for the franchise, and will take the series to a new world of Norse mythology, so, Scandinavian mythology, basically. And all previous games will be based on Greek mythology, so it has, switched, basically, and they're heading in a new direction for that. But the series' protagonist, Kratos, will return as the main character, and he now has a son. But Kratos acts as a mentor and protector to his son, and has the ability and rage in his son that has driven him for many years. Now, let's talk about gameplay. Now, the gameplay will be vastly different from the previous built installments, as it has been built from the ground up, basically. And the game trailer shown at Sony's 2016 Electronic Entertainment E3 conference showed elements similar to role-playing games, such as archery knowledge points, as well as a Spartan Rage timed ability during battle. This ability is to be taken on the rage ability of the previous installments, so it is keeping the God of War tradition, the Spartan Rage, and there will also be crafting resources for the player to find, unlike the previous installments, which featured a third-person fixed cinematic camera, and this new installment features a third-person over-the-shoulder free camera, so there's more freedom, basically, in the game.
What are you doing?
And a major change in the game is that Kratos no longer uses his signature double chain blades, actually, as he has lost these due to the conclusion of God of War 3, its predecessor. Instead, he now uses a magical battle axe, and you see that in the trailer, when he's fighting the troll, I think it is, and this can be infused with elemental abilities and thrown at enemies. One instance in the trailer shows the axe being engulfed in ice, to which Kratos hurls at an enemy and magically summons it back to his hand. Like a lightsaber, basically. And Kratos was also shown to utilise hand-to-hand combat, a feature originally introduced in 2013's God of War Ascension. Now, all the players will play as Kratos throughout the entire game. There will be times when the player will be passively control Kratos' son, and you do see him actually fighting the troll in the trailer with an arrow, and one button is dedicated to his son, and it uses, and its use depends on the context. Barlog stated that the sun is like magic, an additional combat resource, and the player is training him and teaching him. And the sun can be like shooting lightning arrows out of his bow, depending on where the player looks. Over the course of the game, the sun helps in combat, traversal, exploration, and puzzle solving. So there is use to that.
Back away, boy! Here's your chance. Show me already.
Yes, sir!
Back off, get a clean angle. And space your shots. I will draw it to me. Shoot it! It is time! I will bring it down! You will kill it! Now, boy!
What?
Do it! Off the ice! No!
I am so sorry.
Now, next we will talk about the plot. Now, many years have passed since Kratos took his vengeance against the Olympian gods, who, as we know, killed his wife and daughter. With that behind him, Kratos now lives with his son in the world of the Norse gods and monsters, which, as we know, is like the Scandinavian, Nordic, kind of Viking setting. Now he must fight to survive and teach his son to do the same. A mentor and protector of his son, who seeks his father's respect, Kratos must master the rage that has driven him for many years. He hopes to teach his son and make amends for his past. In this new settling, Kratos will face a new pantheon of creatures, monsters and gods, and as we see in the trailer, him fighting the gods and completely obliterating it. Next, let's discuss development. Now, Barlog said that Kratos had to change his cycle of violence and learn how to control his rage, the Spartan rage. He said that Kratos had made many bad decisions, which led to the destruction of Olympus, and wanted to know what would happen if Kratos made a good decision for a change. And that the birth of Barlog's own son influenced the idea of Kratos's character change, and now he takes on like a fatherly character. The bond between Kratos and his son is at the heart of the game, and Barlog said that the game is about Kratos teaching his son how to be a god, and his son teaching Kratos how to be human again, a father, and his dad, obviously. Referencing the Marvel Comics character Hulk, actually, Barlog said that in regards to Kratos, we've already told the story of the Hulk. We want to tell the story of Banner now. Christopher Judge, best known for his role as TLC from Stargate as G1, will be replacing Terrence C. Carson as Kratos. So there's a new voice actor, and T.C. Carson has voiced Kratos since the original God of War, commenting in response to the change. Carson said Sony went in a new direction. Let him know what you think, quote. Although GameSpot had reported that Kratos' son's name is Charlie, Barlog laughingly denied it and said, "That's not a thing we're talking about either. We'll go with codename Charlie for now." Now, according to Barlog, in regards to the gameplay, they matched the new gameplay with the same level of accessibility of the previous games. Barlog also confirmed that the game would be open, but not open world, and quick-time events will not be like they were in the previous games. In regards to the camera change, which is a shoulder camera we talked about, Barlog said we wanted a much more intimate experience, a more up-close and a much more player-controlled experience, so that the camera is really a mechanic that we were learning into heavily for everything in the game. The entire game, though, will be a single shot, meaning that there will be no loading screens or fade to black, which is good because I don't want to wait for loading screens. I have been Neon Leon. See you in the next video.